We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Round 10 of your RAA NPLSA fixture here in South Australia 2025. A big fixture, these two teams looking to take 3 points, and it would mean so much to both these sides today. West Torrens Birkalla sitting on 12th place, looking for their second win, sitting on 7 points at the moment, whilst Adelaide Comets, an extra 3 points would help them get 1 point below their next opponent next week, Playford, who currently sit on 16, and heading out of this round, that would be on 15 points if they can get the job done here today. Currently on 8th, so very important 3 points on either side, and it comes off the back of Tuesday night's Cup fixture, where the Adelaide Comets won 3-0 away from home down at Jack Smith Park. A heated fixture as well, a lot of familiar foes on both sides, with former Adelaide Comets players in the West Torrens Birkalla side. There's been a few changes. Also, Blackwood out of the squad from West Torrens Birkalla. Didn't play on Tuesday night either, just being rested at the moment. So disappointing to not have him in the side for them, but they do have a very strong side as well, coming in from last week's, or Tuesday night's starting 11. Abdul Balamba making his way in to the side. And also Tyrese Conway. Outside of that, an unchanged lineup also for the Adelaide Comets as well in the starting 11, making his starting debut, Matthew Chandler in the NPL, the Canadian. Also Marvin Lombardos coming into that starting 11 as well. So 2 changes on either side from Tuesday night's fixture, which I expect to be very heated down here today, as Berks will want to try and get their second win in the NPL and not get their second loss against the same side in a matter of 6 days, or 5 days. And what a day it is here today. An historic fixture as well. $10,750 games being played. This is the 10,750th South Australian First Division history. Not far off from kickoff. It'll just be delayed start. Jaden Labasso just getting a little ahead of himself. 10,750 First Division side teams. Games have been played. We have kickoff in this one here today as well. And looking for the 200th goal. The first one scored before 3 p.m. today will be the 200th goal in the season for 2025. I'm your matchday commentator, Johnny Kecko, alongside, now I can welcome him in, former Adelaide Comets head coach, Barney Smith.
Thanks, Johnny. I hope it's going to be a heated one today, because we're freezing up here and standing in the Ellis Park wind tunnel. I certainly came equipped with the right gear. My wife even said to me, do you think it's going to be that cold today? I said, honey, this is experience playing its part here. Ellis Park is in a wind tunnel and it's going to be freezing. So hopefully it's a heated one today with two sides. It's an important game for both at the moment. Comets started well this season and recently in the league have not had some great results. And Burke's obviously getting a win recently to try and stay in touch with the other teams looking to get in that top 6. They need to pick up points. They've had too many draws, and so this is a big 3 points today, and a crunching tackle from Ryan Yates.
Well, here the Comets kick into the right of your screens in their home strip, blue and black. And West Torrens Birkalla in their yellow socks and white kit. It could be a first opportunity here for the Adelaide Comets trying to make their way through. Kakafiris couldn't quite get there.
There's actually a lot of Comets personnel littered, not only just on the field, but noticed on the benches too. Assistant coaches Matty Hearn and Michael Malaris, both having stints at the club at Comets as well. Currently helping Stav Jalekis on the bench there. So not only on the field, but also in the coaching staff at Burks. Must be doing something right down here at Comets. What do you think, Johnny?
Well, it seems like you guys are flowing into every other squad around the league, so definitely doing something right.
Bit of a breeze here too, going right to left, so could influence the ball going towards the club end.
Zacharakis.
He's a big boy, the Chandler. I think he's only just come back into the team. The Canadian lad they've brought out here.
Absolutely. He's only played 2 reserves matches and also played on Tuesday night as well. So this is... And earlier in the season, he played in round 2, just came off the bench. First start in the NPL as he looks to try and make his place in the squad.
I think similar for Nathan Dimmu too, been missing in action with some shin splints. Obviously he's tried to correct that and got himself back on the field. So they've got the twin towers at the back today. Both big lads. Handy time to have that sort of size when you come up against what you would have suspected Alan Welsh and Blackwood, who are both good in the air and dangerous from set pieces and crosses.
Zacharakis just leaves it. It's sent over. Damian Luic. And wins the foul just outside the area. Dangerous area as well for the LA Comets. And Dennis was just waiting for the moment to call it. And once advantage could be played on, it's called the foul. Dennis Pelichet, the referee for today, alongside assistants Dion Turner and Alexander Darmond.
Comets bench quite vocal early. I think after the result on Tuesday night, they want to get on top straight away and try and make it seem like a mountain too tall to climb for Comets here, for Burks here. Very vocal, both Con and Dimmy at the start of this game, whereas Burks' bench quite reserved at the moment, quiet.
Well, the Frenchman, Nikola Stojanovic, lining up behind the ball for the Comets. And it's not a bad ball in, but being dealt with by Nicholas Harpus. Experienced goalkeeper, Birkalla. No, it's not a great ball out at all for the Burks, just giving away a throw-in. Celios, Zacharakis. It's back to Daniel Vaughan. Talking about experienced goalkeepers as well.
Yes, probably the informed keeper of the league at the moment, and unfortunate that he had that bout of sickness that ruled him out of maybe 1 or 2 games, and a bit of a rough return at Metro the other week.
Yes.
I said to him before the game, you might have wanted to sit out 1 more week, Dan. But certainly been in great form, and he is an experienced goalkeeper.
Johnny Tremonton filled in for him that week that he was out. Also, Johnny filled in for him during the cup game here as well against Para Hills East, which ended in favour of the LA Comets. But that was not sickness, that was as he was away for work, I think in New York. Daniel Vaughan.
Might just be a friendly little crunch there between Yatesy and Labasso. Well, they'll be exchanging messages later about that one.
Well, that's... I think the joy they got a little bit heated in Tuesday night's fixture as well, so just waiting to see if that does continue and flow on to this game. Dimmu. Nice ball through. Zacharakis. Tries to flick it over, but it's gone out for a goal kick.
Bit of a waste there. Got in a great position in the attacking half. Many runners into the box. Either needs to deliver there for the 2 strikers, or Maverick Bartis have made a great little run to be played inside the box. So you could just hear the coaches reminding him of that.
It's Conway looking to try and get the ball. Well, Birkalla will really want to try and get some points out of this fixture as well. Get their second win of the season. They've got a big squad of players. Big ins from for the season as well. So looking to try and make the most of it. Just had it hard early on with those early high-scoring draws.
Something we see quite often, Johnny, the teams that get promoted and come up from the State League into the NPL, it's not uncommon to see some sides trying to get a gel with a new squad. They recruit players in the off-season, obviously, and bring players in to compete at NPL level and to try and stay up. And there's no better example of Mowbray recently that could come up from the State League and then were able to come up and challenge in finals and in a grand final as well. Obviously didn't go their way, but of more recent time, they've been a club that's shown that it is possible to do that, but there has been many other examples of clubs that have come up and struggled in the first year in the NPL for a number of reasons, and one of those is when you bring a lot of players together that haven't played with each other, it takes a bit of time for them to gel. Obviously, Burks have got a few Comets boys that have played together as well, but, you know, Yoey's been playing at Campbelltown, and Tyrese Conway's come from South Adelaide, so you're sort of trying to get them all to work together, and if you don't get that combination or formula right, that's where you start to see them struggle to get results.
Chris Christopoulos back on the ball for Burks. Plays it back to Jevic.
If they do get it right, then don't be surprised if you see Burks pick up a lot of points in the second half of the season.
Back to Harpers. Yes. Once they do start getting it, will it be the turn? Silbasso. It's offside. I think he knew it, but just going to go with it anyway, just in case.
Conversely to my Comets, Playford, you know, a good example of they had a strong squad to get promoted from the State League. Benny's done a great job with them down there, and then they've come up, settled squad, added one or two extra players to it, but you can see in their performance and consistency that they've been able to get some good wins and are sitting quite high up on the table so far this year, which is great for them.
Barros. Back now for the Comets. Zakarakis.
A good chance to clear their lines there and get out of trouble, but Burks with the pressure at the moment in a good position to be pressing.
Dimmu clears it to Dorsey. Ooh, today's third start of the game of the season.
Looked like a foul to me then, but play goes on.
It's inside the area. Sent in. Tyrese Conway's lurking. Tries to control it. It's gone out for a corner.
Good block from Zakarakis.
A great early opportunity for West Torrens Birkalla. Great defending in the end. Tyrese Conway positions in a great spot.
These are the moments we're talking about now. So having the two tall lads at the back, Dimmu and Chandler, gives them the opportunity to defend a lot better from set pieces like this. Burks obviously with some tall timber, and obviously Alan Welsh being very lethal from set pieces in the air. We'll be trying to nullify him here, so this will be interesting to see how they set up and how Burks work this first corner.
It's Yohei Matsumoto, former Campbelltown City player, Japanese player, goes to take the corner and he whips it in deep. A few heads in the area, falls to Conway. Abdul tries to find a way in. Yates back on the ball, out to Matsumoto. Still looking to try and find a pathway through. Matsumoto again sends it in, and Vaughan just calmly collects it for the Comets, and that's dealt with very quickly in the opening 12 minutes.
A little bit overhit there from Yohi on the first corner.
Now it's the other end. The Comets trying to find their way through. Chris Christopoulos leads it for Yohei Matsumoto. Again, sends it along.
Dorsey, a young product of the club, has come through the juniors at Comets and made his way into the first team. Very good dribbler, good at one-on-one situations, so he scored a few goals now in the league, riding his first season. A lot of confidence you can see in the young guy. Now feels settled in the first team and is paying dividends, having the faith to give him a run. Con and Dimmy obviously knowing him so well as he's come through at the club.
And scored the opener on Tuesday night as well in the 41st minute, so it's coming off a very good game on the weekend. Slabasso is running through, shoots from distance. Bounce goes in favour of Harpers as well. Now they try to make another opportunity to go forward. Gates. Sophilus. In the end again, poor thinking, goes out for a throw in.
You can see Comets targeting the left-hand side of Burks' defence when they're in possession of the ball, trying to press him in and keep Chrysophilus on his right foot. And it's worked so far a couple of times. Just haven't been able to turn it into an opportunity yet.
Vaughan. Through to Kakafiris. Let's get up. Race for the West Torrens Birkalla. You hear that wind in the broadcast as well. Just picking up slightly. It is actually very cold. You're right.
I told you.
Should have wore thicker pants.
One of the things I don't miss about coaching here at Comets at Ellis Park is that 40-knot wind we used to get on training nights in the middle of winter. Absolutely freezing and Arctic down here.
I don't know how you did it. I struggled for 90 minutes commentating. Abdul Balamba trying to make their way through. Andiendo out to Chrysophilus. Tries to find a way through. Just couldn't quite get the cross. Direct pass into the area. Chris Christopoulos with the ball to throw it in. It's Walsh. It's out for a throw. Con not happy with that decision in the end.
Should have gone to Specsavers. I reckon that one stayed in.
It's hard to tell.
Look, it's difficult in some of the moments. You see what you see, you know, so.
Absolutely, wouldn't want to be a referee, that's for sure. Making tough calls. And I'll be honest as well, I make some bad calls as well. In the moment, it's hard to really make a quick judgment.
Everybody's human, Johnny.
Exactly. Now, Slabasso trying to find his way through. Luich. Damian Luich looks up. Just can't get around Balamba. Yohei Moto trying to make a nuisance of himself. Falls to the hands of Harpers.
You can see there from young Dorsey, got the ball to his feet, wanted to face Masamoto and take him on. His intentions are pretty clear. When he can face the goal and run at people, you'll see him today take him on as much as possible. Quite fancy him too against Yohi, not known for his defending as a right back, more as a winger. In his past, he's been more of a lethal winger than a right back defender, so maybe another tactic there you can see from Con is to get the ball out that side and run at Yohi as often as possible.
Straight to Balamba.
Just need to settle into a bit of rhythm here, the two teams. Try and keep possession a little more.
Damian Luich finds a run through, out to Labasso. Poor first touch, back to Luich. Put too much on it, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Well, opportunity there for the LA Comets.
Yeah, in transition there. It was poor ball in the end from Nathan. He needed to get that one over the top. There were three runners making runs in behind. He just needed to dink that one over the two defenders so that Burks could attack the goal. Instead, on the rebound, transition down the other end, opportunity for Lucic for a shot, but unfortunately doesn't keep it on target. It'll be tough down that end today with the wind. Want to keep the ball down low.
Upper straight to Labasso. You could hear that from here. It's a loud bang. Chandler just leaves it for Vaughan. For Chandler. It's a Dimu. Played 61 minutes last week against Birkalla. He's played twice in reserve, scoring in both occasions as well. Offside.
Looks a little underdone. Big lurch. Hasn't played a lot of football, so can take a little bit of time to get back into that match fitness.
That's a matter. Yates.
That's where the ball's breaking down for both teams at the moment, in the middle of the field. They're getting 1 or 2 touches on the ball, and then in the middle can't execute the next pass.
Lacornu. Hoppers back to Lacornu. Another former Comets player. I think it's the second or third time he's done that already.
Yeah, Adam's never been known for having a good left peg.
That's why we got you here, Barney, for the insights.
And that'll be something the Comets are trying to use too, knowing that information too about Adam, that he does prefer to play left side centre back, and as a right-footed player, naturally right-footed player. What he quite likes to do is cut back onto his right foot and distribute from there. So Comets have done a good job of keeping him on his left so far.
Christophilus ready for the throw. He's got a couple of options of Welsh. DeGento, Balumba. DeGento. For a corner.
Give Yohi another chance here, see if they set up the same. Last time the Berks team all stood at the back stick, and then at the last minute all the big boys made runs into the front post, which unfortunately Yohi overhit the ball. So see if they try it again here or change it up and do something different. Looks like they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah, Matsumoto again, second corner, whips it in. Conway. Labasso. Comets now trying to fire forward. Numbers gone back for the Birkalla as well. Was thrown to Birkalla. The Suns temporarily disappeared down here at Ellis Park.
Please bring it back.
It's just got a really cool chill just going through at the moment. Sakarakis. Damian Luic. Matsumoto to get around.
Good.
It's going for throw in. Sakarakis with the throw, sends it deep, looks for Labasso. Welsh couldn't quite get a full foot on it, but does get a touch. We'll go out for a corner, throw in, sorry. Very quiet down here at Ellis Park so far. Not too bad of a turnout for a Sunday afternoon. 2 o'clock kickoff. Something a little bit different to round out round 10. Chandler gets it to shield it. Now for a throw-in. Barbecue's going, chicken, the chivaps. Have you had a roll yet, Barney?
I think they have euros down here, mate. They'll have the,
They do up the top, yep, in the crossbar.
No, not yet. I've heard plenty of times on the commentaries before, the commentary team getting looked after by the club. So hopefully, Johnny, there's something
Hopefully.
they're cooking up for us over there. Let us sample the
Surely, you're royalty down here.
local barbecue, and we certainly know how to make a good chaslik here. So we'll see if we can't get a sample at half time.
But that chivaps and chicken is a new addition with the new facility. So having games here has been, in my behalf, it's been very welcomed.
Oh, you've already sampled it, have you?
A couple of times. I've been here, Russ.
Not sure about the chivaps. I think that's best left for down at the Croatian Sports Centre and at Woodville. They're the ones that are the experts at those.
Yeah. I think you guys do an AB as well down here, so I think. I haven't had one yet. So I haven't missed with the food just yet. Enough about the food, more about the football. Just going on for a shot. Little deflection, go out for a corner.
Well done.
And there we have it. Comets with the corner. Stelios Sakarakis with that shot. Who'll take that corner? Does look like it's going to be Mavro Lombardos. Still half an hour until kickoff at the other fixture as well. Adelaide City taking on Adelaide United up in Barossa. Mavro Lombardos sends it in deep.
Great delivery.
Just couldn't quite get on anyone's feet. Damian Luic tries to get around Conway. Does well. Still keeps him. It's gone out for a throw though.
Didn't kick it.
Didn't. No, it's gone out. Goal kick.
Yep. Good delivery from Matt. He's got a good left peg.
Well, if any of these two teams can score in the first half, it will be the 200th goal of the season. But once the second game kicks off, whoever scores first in either of the two games scored the 200th goal of the season already after 10 rounds. Does that work out to 20 goals a round? It will be first yellow card as well.
First challenge.
Where's Con? You can hear him over the broadcast. We are right here, so we do apologise if you hear any of the fans as well.
I think just a little bit of frustration there for Con.
Well, having commentated games that you've been coaching on, Barney, I've seen.
I never sounded like that, did I?
No, this makes you look good. No, this makes you look.
No,
worse.
look,
I'm just kidding. You were good.
My perspective on it. There's been a few challenges in the game. Obviously, a few Burks have got away with probably in the middle of the park early. And Con's probably a little frustrated the first time one of his players has made a tackle that he's been
Here comes
cautioned
Dennis
and booked.
to have a chat with him now as well, just after a few words being exchanged. Dennis really handling this very well as well, saying we'll chat half-time.
Thank you very much. We'll talk after.
And
Yeah,
very
I think
good
he's
respect there as
handled it well.
promised. Yeah, very well.
And there's, look, to be honest too, some of the best referees would do that. They just
Yeah.
come and have a chat.
The communication is what I think most coaches
Communication's
want.
key. Most things that coaches want, certainly from my perspective, is just consistency too. So
Yeah.
if you're going to let a couple of tackles go, they're going to get away with a couple, then probably maybe we should get away with a couple. But there's also, I understand from a referee's point of view, there's tackles they can let go, but if you're deliberately late or it's a blatant tackle, you leave me with no choice but to book you.
Yep.
So, and I think that was the case there. Can understand Comets being upset, but I think Dorsey was just a bit too late on Masamoto, and it deserved a yellow card.
And
Would be Dennis's perspective.
well, Dennis was starting to officiate in the middle as well in the NPL, so very well handled in that instance. So it's getting a bit heated here between Conway and Labasso.
Here we go. This is what we're waiting for. It's heating up now.
This is, well, hopefully I can settle things down quickly. Damian Luic just getting in the middle of things as well, just to try and break it up. Dennis quickly, again, as we just mentioned earlier, having to come in and just settle things down once again. In this instance, it will be a yellow to both Labasso and Conway. Well,
let him go. Let him sort it out. We need the warmth.
It is cold out here, isn't it? It is freezing.
Let it heat up a bit. A little bit of frustration there from Jaden too. He's been tugged and pulled back and blocked.
Well, that is Jaden's 5th yellow of the season, so...
Yeah, I think quite a few times he's been able to
Oh, no, sorry.
break away.
That's his 1st yellow, sorry. I was looking at the wrong column.
Ah, right.
I was looking at his goal column.
Oh my God.
He scored 4 goals.
Where are we going, man? We're going to go. Was there? That's where the fight was. We're going to go out there, man. Dennis. Oh, Dennis. It was way here. It was way here.
There's a few laughs between both Stav and Con going on at the benches.
Right.
Just waiting for the right moment to...
He's responded. I like that. Yeah, I rate that. Dennis has realised that it is closer. He's allowed Mav to move that ball in a couple of yards. Keep everybody happy.
Even Stav agreed.
He's walked 5 yards.
It's becoming a very fun fixture tonight, hasn't it? Anthony Mavrolambardos, as he lines up behind the ball.
Didn't quite get that one how he would have wanted it. Mav's got a great left foot.
Tamu as well. Takarakis to Vaughan. Which Conway and Gento to Christopoulos.
And they just like to see him keep it here a little bit longer. Both teams kind of only able to put 2 or 3 passes together and then turn over the possession of the ball. It is quite a small. It is a smallish field, so maybe they're trying to use a lack of length in the pitch to get in behind teams. But
there's an early shot. Harpers with a save. Does well. It's Yates now trying to get out of full danger. Balumba should go out for a throw in. Talking about the smaller size field as well. Not a small and not a bit wider than Santos Stadium.
Oh yeah, definitely wider. I can see that from the edge of the penalty area to the sideline that it's definitely wider. Santos was a tiny pitch.
You use it to your advantage as head coach down there.
All you can do is deal with the cards you've been dealt, Johnny, and make the most of what you've got. And we had to because we didn't have any other choice. So, did I like playing there? No, not at all. This is way better, and way better for the club. Where you can settle in and have a home ground that you play at week in, week out. One of the worst things about Santos was just how small it was. So one week you had to play a certain way on a tiny pitch, and then the next week you had to try and play on a big pitch or an expansive game, a different type of game, and it's quite difficult to do to get into any rhythm when you change every week. So I was not a fan, but happy to take 3 points any day.
Well, now you're a big advocate for moving here, so the club's finally here. You get to commentate a game here as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic. They've needed it for a long time. Credit to everybody involved that have worked tirelessly to make this a reality and get the club at Ellis at home playing NPL games. And it's great for football in South Australia as well.
Big crowds for double headers as well, which has been fantastic.
Yeah, you're on the city fringe, particularly Friday nights. Playing NPL football here, I don't think any other code in South Australia can play city fringe games. You know, so
I remember one weekend I actually strolled down from work down the street.
There you go.
Had a night off.
That's exactly what it's for. And
I ended up being here till 11 p.m. at night.
Something I think football, SA can sell and draw more people to games is that there are games now, city fringe. So would love to see it as a standalone Friday night game. There's been quite a few Friday night games, even sometimes 4 or 5 fixtures on a Friday night.
But it's good to see that variety, because someone like myself loving to head to different games, it's good to have them all across the weekend, especially a Sunday fixture as well. We'll keep an eye on that Adelaide City one a bit later. Chris Christopoulos behind the ball, sends it in. And it's Vaughan preventing goal 200 from going in. Another great chance from Birkalla. Now, LA Comets will want to try and answer back on the other end.
Good chance for Dorsey to deliver. Cut out there, too easy for Burks to deal with that ball. Needed to go far post. Chance here for Burks now to get forward.
Battling it out, Damian Luich. Yates. Balumba finds him. Does well to get back onto his feet. And into the area is Conway. Dimu just putting his body in the way as well. It's Balumba again. Finds his way onto his left. Goes to the shot. Quickly dealt with though.
Well blocked there. I think it was Ethan or Dimu. End up blocking. Good little run from Balumba.
Well, looks a little bit dangerous as well. Abdul Balumba. Scored 1 goal so far this season. Not far off. Just 11 minutes from half time. Both sides here have had their chances on either end. Unable to find a goal though, or the back of the net. Could just be here. Labasso tries to make the run through. He's got Damian Luich. Lecornu chasing him down as well. Does very well to win the ball back for Birkalla. In the end, just couldn't quite maintain that possession. It's turned over.
Did very well there, 2 against 1. Adams a very good defender, both one-on-one and in situations like that. He's been one of the best defenders in the league for a long time. Showed his experience there, didn't commit, just stayed between 2 of them and made it difficult for them to get in behind.
Well, here come Comets again, back into their final third. Just couldn't quite get any delivery into the box. It's still alive though. Comets again fighting. Walsh sends it along for Conway.
Great ball if he can get there.
Conway does well, keeps it in. And in the end, it's out from Zakarakis.
There's an excellent switch there from Alan Walsh.
Stelios' 4th game starting.
There's another one-on-one Burks would like to see, similar to Dorsey against Masamoto. We'd like to see Tyrese Conway. He's another one that's good at dribbling at people. Have a run at Stelios Zacharias and take him on. See how well he can defend in those one-on-one situations.
Christopoulos.
Yes, Reese! Good! Dennis! Well done, Reese!
Foul. Just under 9 minutes remaining in this first half. REA, proud supporters of football in South Australia. And it's still 0-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Nice gone. Straight to the scaffold. Now scaffold. Ball behind
just
it.
taking a little bit too long there in possession of the ball.
Zakarakis. Labasso. Stojanovic. It's gone out of the facility.
Again, this first half, there's been a number of instances there where Comets have got into a good position in the field. They're in the attacking third, and the delivery has either just been poor or the decision-making has been a little bit off. We'd like to see them just a little more composure in those situations and try to link up, look for some combos around the edge of the box, or get a good cross in so that they can threaten the goal a little bit more. I don't think Harpers has really been tested yet so far this half. A couple of shots straight at him is about all they've been able to muster. And I think in those areas of the field, that's where they could create some better chances if they just kept the ball, look for a better option than ones that they're taking at the moment, shooting from distance or trying to cross the ball in from those areas of the field. Here's the one-on-one we're talking about.
From distance, it's just gone a little bit out wide. Almost tested Harpers there, as you mentioned it, Marnie. Almost the commentator's curse. Normally, you've experienced the commentator's curse as a coach. Now you might be able to give it to clubs. Now you're a commentator.
I don't think commentators always been good to us. Rob Peppicelli used to commentate a lot of our games, and quite often would be a bit of a lucky charm for us if he was on the game commentating our games. Generally would win.
Christopoulos trying to find his way through. Ooh. And straight over off the crossbar, right in front of the Comets crossbar kiosk, and it's gone out for a goal kick. And that was a great opportunity for Birkalla to try and get that first goal.
Good quick ball movement from Burke, set that up. They were able to switch the ball, and
Dylan Klassen Thomas with that great opportunity off the crossbar, just making it shake.
Pass from Chris Christopoulos, couldn't get onto his left foot, so a good option to choose there. Here we go.
Yates sends along Balamba.
You can hear the bench. They want him to face
Welsh.
him.
Can I do it here again? Oh, just come off the foot.
It's a good block there.
Sakarakis straight to the hands of Vaughan.
Game's starting to open up now in the last 5 to 6 minutes of the first half. Could be a result of these two playing on Tuesday night. A few tired legs out there.
Walsh back to Colmay. Marco Lombardos. Just a bit of a heavy ball. Just tries to keep it in. Does well, Dorsey.
Well.
Jack
Here
Dorsey
he is. Oh, he's
tries
done
to get
him.
around Matsumoto.
Where's the yellow, mate? Where's the yellow?
And it's going to be a foul. A free kick for the Adelaide Comets. Dorsey did very well to keep that in. I thought it was going to be out.
I think he megged him in the end. He did him. He stood Yohi up there, and as we were talking about before, very good young dribbler. Perfect situation for him one-on-one to take him on, and he did really well. He's beaten him. Yohi probably lucky not to get a yellow card there.
He's only 20 or 21 years old.
He was in behind then. I can understand why the bench is a little upset, because he was in. He would have beaten Yohi, been inside the box. Very dangerous chance. Yohi's fouled him. Stopped a great attacking opportunity. Most would think that's a yellow card.
Well, the Bandits up between these two teams on the bench has been absolutely funny to watch from a distance as well. We're really enjoying today's atmosphere. Sent in.
It's a great ball.
Oh, just over. A little bit too much on it in the end by Nikola Stojanovic, and it's offside anyway.
He's hurt himself as he landed on the ground there too. Doesn't look too good. Might have twisted his ankle as he landed.
Well, it's definitely not what you want to see, especially from Nikola Stojanovic. Been a great inclusion.
He's been playing well for Comets.
For the Adelaide Comets. Unfortunately, we don't have replays for you guys, obviously, but it does look like the way he landed wasn't great.
No, it doesn't look good.
We're just quickly watching it on our phones just to see, so we can really talk about it. And then, yeah.
Looks like he's rolled his ankle there. It does not look pretty.
No, it is. Jen Labasso just having a chat to him as well, helping out. And the team medical staff as well. I reckon, unfortunately, this could be the end of the game for him. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But all first signs look towards it not being a great ending for today for Birkalla Stojanovic. But this is a great opportunity for both these two teams to now just reset before these last final 3 minutes before half time.
Yeah, they're calling one of the players down here to come on, so it looks like it's the end of the afternoon, unfortunately, for Stojanovic, who's been a regular in the Comets team this year. So it looks like
Louise Philippe
Lobo.
Louise Lobo coming on for the French.
Gives us all a chance just to get a refreshment in while there's a stop in play. Speaking of experienced goalkeepers, a little shout out to Julian Torrenson, who is keeping us watered while we're commentating, well, me anyway. And I swear this is lemonade.
You are drinking a soft drink, I know you are.
That one wasn't planned, Johnny.
Well, not for long to go, only a couple of minutes remaining. There will be Louise Lobo coming on for Stojanovic.
Just before half time, yeah.
So obviously for Con, it's not exactly what he wanted as a coach. Well, while we've got time to talk, Barney, as a coach, being forced to make a substitution like this at a critical time before half time, how would you take that as a coach?
Oh, look, it's not ideal because you can see how ginger he is going off the field, needing assistance to get off. So they're forced. They have to make that change. Half-time you can make the change and it doesn't go against the number of changes that you have in a 90-minute game. So that's one down. They'll only have another 2 opportunities to make substitutions in the second half. So, yes, you lose that option to keep your 3 substitutions up your sleeve by changing at half-time, which will only be in a few minutes. But you can see by the way they're helping him off the field that there was no way he could stay out for the last few minutes and make it to half-time.
You can't even make it around the pitch, unfortunately.
No, they might need a stretcher for him. Doesn't happen often, so sometimes you just gotta wear it and know that that's football, and just have a little strategy, be a little smart around player management, and Comets will have to watch how their players are going, specifically after playing on Tuesday night, and that they don't do anything too rash early in the second half and burn their chances to make changes.
It's now in additional time, so there will be at least, I reckon, 3 or 4 minutes added, especially after there's about 2 minutes there for that stoppage of play for the injury of Stojanovic. As now the Comets try and push in. Falls to Labasso. Bit of a heavy touch. Now it's on the other end. Welsh. Birkalla looking to try and make their run through. Just couldn't quite stay on his feet. And he knows it. Damian Luic plays it out. Louise Lobo on his left. Goes for a shot. Oh! It just goes out wide. And just making an impact in the first opening minutes.
What a chance.
Coming on. And Louise Lobo could have just got them.
Did everything right as well. Cut in on his left foot.
And even Stavkalekis just a sigh of relief there. You can see it.
Harpus was beaten then. All ends up. We're just waiting to see that drop into the top corner. And it's just gone over. Very relieved. And there's a stretcher coming on.
Turn around, still! Get in front of it!
Good chance here is a 2-on-1 out. Can he play him in?
Falamba plays it out to Matsumoto. Back into the area. Oh, Hassan Thomas was there as well. It's dealt with by the Comets.
It was heated up at the end here, Johnny. Chances at both ends.
Just heading into half-time break as well. This could change things as well. If Birkalla can get in here. Conway with the head.
Another good chance. Just get that on target, Tyrese.
This is football, Sunday football at best.
Great cross from Yohi, and I think if Conway had his time again, he would have gone with a bit more force with that header. He just tried to guide it, and it's come off the top of his head and gone over the bar.
RAA, proud supporters of football in South Australia, and RAA NPLSA round 10 is an absolute blockbuster this weekend. It's been some great fixtures. And could this one be another to add the bar? So couldn't get around him. Vaughan. Oh, that wind stopped. That feels good.
Yeah, it does. It's like someone just hit a button.
Yeah, let's go.
Turned it off.
I've just gone warm all of a sudden.
Well, whoever has hit that button, thank you.
Yep.
We'll take that.
Take that as a win. As Comets trying to find a win as well on the park. They've still got a bit of work to do. Time's ticking on this first half.
We spoke too soon, Johnny.
Matsumoto to Damian Luch. Back to Christopoulos. One's gone. Going out for a throw. Stelios Sakarakis. Played well so far in his opening 45. And just as I said that, turn the ball over. Yates. Looking for Conway. And that's half-time. Dennis points to the centre. That is going to be an interesting half-time talk for both these two sides. Both had their chances on either end, just haven't been able to capitalise just yet. But it's not a disappointing 45 for either of the two coaches. Barney.
Bit scrappy the first 35 minutes. It's a bit of a stalemate between the two teams. Obviously, Berg's trying to tighten things up after losing in the Cup in midweek on Tuesday night. So they did restrict Comets to not much in that half, apart from right at the end there. In that last year, they did get a stretcher too, Johnny. So Stojanovic unable to get back to the change room and needing assistance. That's obviously not good. That could be a serious injury to his ankle. So not good to see. Hopefully the young fella's all right and makes a quick recovery. He's been a good player for the team this year. But probably the best chances came right at the end of the first half there. Just opened up as fatigue set in. Lobo with a great chance on his left foot. Both of us thought that was in. Just going to drop in the top corner.
I think half the stadium did as well. So
yeah, it's just gone over. And then, of course, the other chance, was it Glasson?
Yes, Glasson Thomas.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no exceptions. Let's champion road safety for all our sakes. Remove distractions, keep your phone out of sight, don't speed, drive tired or under the influence, and talk with friends and family about staying safe on the road. For more info, visit the website, take the pledge and wear a yellow ribbon on yourself or your car to show your support. Let's all stay safe out there.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins, the eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
He's in now, and he looks to chip Magello, and he's done so, and he's made it 2-0. Contender for goal of the week. He knows which Magello off his line, and he's chipped him from about 25 yards out and taken a 2-0 lead.
Welcome back to Ellis Park. Second half, not too far away. I'm the matchday commentator, Johnny Keko. Whew, that was a big run. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch my breath. Whew. Alongside, very professional, alongside Barney Smith. Welcome back, Barney. That was a long run. Oh, just a bit of context. We ran from the other side.
Yeah, we had to go search for our own
chicken rolls
today, so Comets have lost a few points there.
Yeah.
Look after the commentary team.
But we made it back in time as the kick-off of the second half is underway. Free kick.
Chicken roll was on the money.
Balumba. The question is,
holy moly, that wins up.
Can either two of these be on the money? Get a goal. Still looking for that 200th goal of the season. That's the second game today as well has kicked off. However, the 200th goal has come in. Adelaide United have scored that 200th goal against Adelaide City.
Early goal.
In the opening 6 minutes down at Barossa.
That wind's picked up too, Johnny.
Yeah, it has, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's a throw in. Tomato. Sends it out for another corner. It was called for just a throw in, but that it is a corner. That wind's definitely picked up. It's a lot colder as well. It's sent in straight to the hands of Harpers. Well, what kind of things you mean? Think there's if I talk properly. It's Palumba back on the ball. Still kept it in. As a coach, Barney, what kind of things do you reckon Con and Stav both would have been saying to their side, especially going half-time nil ball?
Look, I think quite similar, to be honest. Both coaches would be disappointed that they haven't threatened the goal enough in a half of football. Been talking about the goalkeepers today, and really neither of them have had to make any significant save. Burks have hit the crossbar and Comets have just missed with Lobo's chance right at the end of that half. But other than that, the shots on target, I don't know if, like in terms of the stats, the shots on target would be low for both teams. And bar the occasional set piece, we really haven't seen anything threatening from either team. So I would say that both coaches want to see an improvement in that area. And I would think that both of them would want to see their teams keep the ball a little bit more, stay a little more composed, keep possession. Good combo here from Comets. Just overcooked that one in the end for an opportunity to cross the ball in the box. So keep possession of the ball, stay a little more composed. Comets, particularly in the final third, just be a little bit smarter in the ball use and what they do when they get into those areas to try and threaten the goal a bit more. For Burks, they've struggled to keep possession of the ball because of Comets have been pretty good at pressing them. So if you were Stav, you would be working on some strategies to break through Comets' press and then start to threaten them with the pace of Tyrese out on one side and Balumba on this side to get in behind the Comets defence. They can't play things high in the air or play long balls because you've got the twin towers at the back for Comets, so they're going to win most of that, you would think. So I would be trying to attack out wide a little bit more if I was the Burks coach.
Dimmu with a quick clearance out.
He's kicked that down West Terrace, so they're going to need another ball. Burks here in possession.
Yates.
Opportunity for a ball in behind. It's a great ball.
Balumba.
Oh, that was close.
Very close one, but it's been called off as offside. So
Linesman in best position to make that decision, and the addition of technology certainly helped in that regard to help the referee and assistants. Don't know if you know this, Johnny, but when they're mic'd up, when a ball is played in behind, like in that instance there, the opposite linesman calls when he kicks the ball.
Yep.
So the linesman here can focus on the run of the player and not look at the guy who's kicking the ball. And he calls when he kicks it, so he's got exact time the ball's played and can make a decision whether he's onside or offside.
It's good that you brought that up, Barney. I didn't know about it, but a lot of our viewers probably don't even know about that side of it, that they do have that line of communication.
Yeah, and I can tell you from my own personal experience, there was a game we played against Adelaide City, and I was convinced this player was offside from my angle. Spoke with the referees. They told us about that system, and this was in 2022. And when we went back and looked at the footage, the linesman got it absolutely spot on. So happy to put my hand up there and say I was wrong, for one, and two, very pleased with the use of the technology to help the assistants and the referee with those offside calls.
I've seen it in other calls as well. Penalties given a little bit after. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Just adds, especially at this level of the game.
I think when you know that's happening to players and coaches, when they know that that's the system, the technology, you have a little more. You have confidence in it. Do you know what I mean? Like you have a little more confidence in the system that they're using and the decisions that they're making. So. Yeah, it's good.
Harper's coming out to take the free kick. Just got to say, was that little roll we had before beautiful? Even the salad was nice in it. The lettuce, just dressed beautifully.
Do you rate each club as you commentate, Johnny?
I can't rate that bad.
What the offering is at each place that you go
I'd
to?
say if it's good. If it's not good, I won't talk about it. I feel bad giving someone a 4 out of 10. But majority of the food I do eat around the grounds. I do my research first. I do chat to the coaches and the staff and everyone at the clubs to find out exactly what's the best offering. And down here, I know the chicken is one of the best. And I think it was on point today. I think they heard Barney Smith's here today. Let's make sure we do it all well for him.
No, I don't think so.
Sent in a deep throat from Matsumoto over Lombardos. But I went and had the pierogi yesterday at Croydon. That was nice. I love the different foods on offer. Vaughan did well.
Yowie more forward this half, and you'd like to see that from him. He's comfortable in those areas of the field, used to attacking defenders and trying to look for combinations around the edge of the box and set things up. Would like to see him get forward as often as possible and threaten the goal.
That wind is so strong down here.
Yeah, they've turned it up this half.
Sucks someone open up a freezer, the freezer door. It's great.
Oh, what a save. And that's what we're talking about. Great chance.
It's sent out wide by Harpers. Gets a hand to it.
Still Zacharias.
Wow.
End up beating Conway there. He sort of slipped over and to his advantage was able to keep possession of the ball and get a shot on target. That was going in. It's a great save by Harpers.
Well, that's the kind of things that both sides need to try and get.
I want to see more of that.
That first goal in this game today as well. Shots on target, 6 to the Comets and 2 to Burks.
Set piece opportunity there, Lobo just overhitting it as well. Missing the opportunity to get it in an area for some of those big boys to attack. Be pretty disappointed if I was both coaches at the moment with the set piece delivery from their chosen players who are taking those corners or free kicks. You've got three 6'5" lads in the middle of the box. Get the ball in there, give them a chance to get their head on it, try and score. Everything's been overhit, bar Lavra-Lombardis' corner in the first half, so it's a waste of a set piece.
It's cleared out long.
And this is shaping up to be a game that could be decided by a set piece.
Conway gets on the bottom of it. Instead of going for the shot, tries to find Balumba, but foot in the way. Back to Matsumoto. Again, this game last week on Tuesday.
He's on here.
3-0. And this could make it the first one.
Oh.
Just a poor.
It's a lack of composure.
Dylan Klassen
You
Thomas.
see Conway shouting there. Yowie picked up the ball. He made a great run and was in an excellent position to get played in behind. See the frustration there from Conway that Yowie didn't see it. Second phase play in the middle of the field. He's played Thomas Glassen in and he's got him behind the Comets defence for the first time this afternoon and just need a little bit of composure there. Ended up spraying it wide.
Oh, Dylan Klassen Thomas. Klassen Thomas, sorry.
Klassen Thomas.
He's scored 2 goals. Oh, sorry, 1 goal so far this season. Looking for his second there. But unfortunately, didn't come. Balumba was trying to get in the way there, but
Yatesy trying to play him in there and just a little too straight in the end. Goes through to Daniel Vaughan.
Dimmu. Louise Lobo. It's getting back into the hands of Welsh. Former Comets player.
Burke's on top here.
Conway, short ball in. Can I get something here? Welsh gets a foot to it. Not enough power though. To make it dangerous enough for Vaughan. Vaughan looks for Labasso.
It's about the third time they've got him behind Comets in the space of 5 minutes. Burke's looking dangerous at the moment. You can see reaction from the Comets bench. They're calling for subs here, so there's something they don't like or something they've seen. Looks like the two central defenders are looking a little tired. As you said, both lacking game time. Haven't played much football, so could see a change coming up pretty soon.
Winston Park is one of those getting ready as well to come on. It's inside, just outside the area. It's Balumba.
They're very lucky to get away with that there.
Thomas.
Looked like a foul there.
Yates. It's Ryan Yates, gets pulled off the ball.
Again, Dorsey threatening. It's a great run he just made then in behind. He beat the defender. I thought he got fouled. And he's remonstrating now with Dennis to say he thought he got fouled there. I'd agree with him.
Just in regards to that substitution you were mentioning,
Yeah.
looks like they're going to just warm up for now. I don't think they're making the substitution just as we speak.
Give them another 5 minutes to see maybe one of them's running off a knock or...
But also Minton Park is just getting quickly warmed up, maybe last minute warm-ups before getting on. My head is frozen at the moment. I've got an ice pack on my head. Sort of feels like down here.
Yeah, it's cold.
A lot of 2 o'clock on a Sunday.
A lot of legends
Sun's out.
here. They'll come and pass waving. Another one just down there. Jack Bladden, great player for Comets.
Just having a chat with George Blackwood as well, who's out at the moment for Birkalla, former A-League player.
Here's Lobo again inside the box.
Just showing off his footwork there as well. Class player.
He's been good since he's come on.
Comes from Sydney.
He's given Comets something different in attack there and just couldn't deliver in the end. Lecornu clears it for a corner. And again, here we are. A set-piece opportunity. It's so important, Johnny. 30% of goals generally for a team will come from set pieces in a season. It's a big number. That's why you want to be good at them, because they can unlock a game. There's a break on here for Burks if Buildup can keep the ball, which he has.
Buildup does well. Glasson Thomas.
They're out here.
Back to Welsh. Welsh looks up, finds Glasson Thomas just outside the area. Tries to get his footing well as well.
What's he going to call?
Oh, no call. No penalty. Here's the call. Dennis lets it go. Now it's on the other end. It's Comets. Fly through. Labasso, it's a heavy touch. Harpers gets it, and it was offside anyway.
Definitely too straight.
And Yates is just having to chat to him about that decision as well earlier on.
Burke's a little angry there. It looked like Thomas Glasson had played the ball in behind. Welsh was running onto it, was body checked at the edge of the box.
It was great to see the communication as well, just with the linesman having a chat with the Burks bench as well on this close side.
Yeah, it's fair enough. They saw it as play on. That's what everybody needs to do.
That's what you love. Just that communication as well is very good to be open. And you just see the respect as well from the coaches when that communication's had. It just really changes it up. It's Andy Janto. He tries to find a way through. Looks up. Sees an opportunity to get Buildup. Buildupa's there. No hand from Vaughan. Glasson Thomas. Just that finish. It will be a corner.
It will be a corner.
In the end.
Geez, Burks have had some chances and have been on top.
Well, Stav Galekis just...
They've certainly started brighter this half out of the two teams. A little bit of quality in that 18-yard box and they could be in front.
Dennis.
Looks like they're fighting over drink bottles here. Nathan Anijando wanted a swig from Daniel Vaughan's drink bottle. Dan saying, I've been sick. You don't want to drink it?
Love your commentary, Barney. It's exactly what we have you on here for. Some insightful knowledge.
Nathan just playing mind games there with one of his old buddies. Being a nuisance, which he's good at.
Sent in. Into the area. Still alive though, Buildup. Just outside. Tries to get on onto his left. Conway. And now it's on the other end for Adelaide Comets as they try and get it forward. Yates with the throw. Looks like Sebastian Goodman will be coming on, getting final words and instructions from the Comets bench. Deutsch.
I think they feel like they need to change something here. Con and Dimmy, they recognise that Burks are on top at the start of this second half, so could be a change in structure, or maybe one of their players is struggling after playing Tuesday night. So Maverick Lombardis is coming off. Seb Good coming on.
It is exactly what you said there. Maverick Lombardos for Seb Good.
Just wonder if this is tactical. Mav looks all right. Made him come off. Don't know how much he played on Tuesday night. Not able to see the cup games live at the moment, so...
You can check him out on Dribble.
That takes a bit more effort, Johnny. But I would say that, yeah, potentially that's just... He's had a lot of minutes. Fatigue setting in, so... Straight swap for Sebastian Good. Jaden will play in the 10. Sebastian Good will go up front as the lone striker for Comets. Up top.
Lobo does well.
Great.
Off his left into the area. It's a dangerous ball there, but it cleared out. So for a throw. Can't believe it. I actually can't believe how cold it is on the sun. Imagine what it's going to be like winter, midwinter down here. Bring a jacket.
You might need to change your commentary position to behind the goals up there in...
I know, they did mention that, but we can't do that.
See where the window is? It's a good little corporate box there for you, Johnny. You'll get me to those games if that's where you are. Another sub made here, so Tyrese Conway coming off. And number 15.
Zach Becker.
Zach Becker coming on.
Making his 9th appearance this season. His 4th off the bench. Lobo. Welsh with the head. And DeGento. Dimu from Chandler. Dimu looks up. Spots Seb Good in the area. Tries to settle it. Does well on his left. And it's gone into the hands of Harpus.
Almost an immediate impact. Seb Good coming on. First opportunity, did well there. Was strong. Held off Yowie and got a shot on target that was blocked in the end. So easy for Nick Harpus. Rice just gave the ball away there in the middle of the park. Burke's attacking now.
Santajanto tries to find his way through, and in the end, the
Goes
final
one way and another.
The final touch, though, in the end, there was no power behind it.
Just didn't have the shot to trouble Vaughan. Straight into the breadbasket.
Quick around the grounds as well. 27 minutes in, Adelaide City taking on Adelaide United Youth up in Barossa. It's currently 1-all.
Balumba's made a great run here.
It's Thomas.
Shoots. It's been blocked.
Walsh again trying to find another way through in. Can't quite. And DeGento flies up. Controls the ball again. Balumba.
He's tricky.
Does well.
Oh, there's a chance to set Nathan DeGento up there. He's just played it too far in front of him. Had to reset.
Oh, Classon Thomas to Balumba.
They've done so well here.
Some great little passes coming from West Torrens Birkalla. Just haven't been able to find the back of the net just yet. And there's another one. It was sent in again.
It's a great little one too. In behind. Zacharias clears.
Zach Becker. Just off the bench.
Comets quite slow to get out from defence here. They look quite tired. Becker's going to take on Ethan one-on-one. And just a poor pass in the end. Comets now out through Seb Good and young Dorsey. Dorsey now on the ball, running through the middle of the field. Plays it back to Good.
Oh,
Good's gone down.
Good's gone down. That's not looking great at all.
Oh, no.
Just the way he did that, you know it's not good. It's serious.
The fair play here. They've kicked the ball out of play, which normally isn't the rule, only if it's a head injury. But, I mean, it's good sportsmanship to see.
I think it's definitely a sportsmanship.
Berg's coaching bench said to them straight away to kick the ball out.
It just didn't look good, especially just
no,
that
not
way.
the way he went down.
It was very quickly.
Looks like a knee, something wrong.
Second injury in today's fixture as well, so...
He's only just come on, so if you're talking about frustration with changes...
Yeah.
This one's probably even more frustrating. You bring a player on, it's come back from injury, and if they're not 100% ready or right, they come on and injure themselves and have to come straight back off. You've just burned a sub. And they're down another player.
And it looks like they were pointing to his knee, so maybe a knee injury. So
yeah, it looked like it the way he went down, clutching at his knee. Burke's just resetting here. They've been on top in the second half.
It is going to be a substitution, so they've called for it. Looks like Mintung Park will be that player to come on. And you can understand as a player, Seb Good just won't be happy with that ending as well.
Sad to see for Seb. He's obviously worked hard to try and get back from spending time on the sidelines injured, and then to come back and hurt himself again. Hopefully it's not too bad. The one thing I hated to see as a coach was players on the sideline that weren't playing because they were injured.
They've had a few injuries, obviously with Dimu out injured, and you also had
Aladdin's been injured. He hasn't been
still injured. Now add to these two injuries as well. As players are making their way back, it's just disappointing for Comets, who are looking to try and move up the ladder, especially with next week's fixture against Playford. A win here today, 3 points, would only put them 1 point behind Playford and could easily get them into the top four as of the end of next week. or top 6 at least. It's a very tight league. Classon Thomas.
Yeah, you can string a couple of wins together. That's all you need.
Becker. And it will go out for a corner. Matsumoto. Haven't quite kept up to date with it, but it looks like it could be their 5th or 6th corner of the day.
Where's the stats man?
There is one on the broadcast, just don't have it in front of us. So I could be saying 6, and on the broadcast could be saying 4. 4 corners.
There's been a few. Another good opportunity. Set piece. That's a better delivery.
Balumba.
Couldn't see who got their head
Gets
to
back
that.
on his right. Whips it in the area again. Birkalla just haven't been able to capitalise on any of those opportunities. So now it's Labasso on the other end. Jane Labasso. Sends into Luic. Luic flicks it over, looking for Labasso again. Damian Andiangento. Andiangento. There's a clearance for the Burks. And the Comets are not giving up just yet. This game's still got a lot of time to play.
Alan Welsh just bringing that down with his chest and his head. One of the advantages of having one of the biggest noggins in the league is you can bring the ball down like that.
You're the only commentator that can probably get away with saying that.
Yeah, not because I coach him, because my head's bigger than his. They've got to be useful for something, Johnny. 71st minute.
Zach Becker.
Burks have been on top. They'd want to get something from all this. Now their bench is up and about. Not happy with that decision. Becker just seemed to be just knocked over there, and the ball's gone out of play. Definitely looked like a free kick.
Obviously,
but
angles, different angles. All
referee didn't agree, which is fair enough. Didn't think there was much in it, so he's let play go on. But I was just saying that Burks, with all this
Classon Thomas
domination they've had, they'd want to get something out of this.
Looks up. Classon Thomas sends it across the face. Another good opportunity. It just feels like there may be a goal in this game, maybe, from either end. But looking at the moment.
Well, Yates being caught in the middle of the field here with the ball. Jane Labasso inside the box.
Labasso!
Oh.
He whips it straight into the netting. But the wrong netting, that is. Just...
stay down here. I think he's a little bit of fatigue set in.
Interesting to see the bench just having some words with Dimu at the back there. Being a little bit heated. Messages probably not getting across. That sun's beautiful.
Don't say it again.
Okay, sorry.
No, about the wind. Don't talk about it. It'll come back.
Oh, no, it just did. It just did. Anyway, Damian Luic. Can't write these things. Labasso from distance. Ooh, just out wide.
Young Jaden's had 2 good opportunities just in the last 5 minutes. Not even, last 2 minutes. Yancey telling the bench he's okay. Jaden's been in good form for Comets this year, scored a few goals. Another good chance for him there to get something on target. Looks like a change for Burks.
Jonathan Dorigo coming on for Yates. So Yates will call it.
He wanted to stay out there, but they've seen enough. Looking for a change.
Ryan Yates calling it a day.
In the last drinks break, he was just... I was watching him sort of as he was having a drink and talking to the bench, and he was sort of motioning that he was starting to get a bit sore. Again, a Tuesday night game on the plastic can have its toll on the body, so Don't want to push it too far and injure yourself.
Well, that's gone out. Got to say, fans have had more touches in this game today than I've seen some goalkeepers have in games.
It can be like that sometimes, but then it depends on the quality of the touch, Johnny. You might not touch the ball all day, and then you'll do something that saves the game just with one touch.
Exactly.
Big impact.
And these experienced goalkeepers, like these two in their 30s, it's really good at being those impact players as well in the goal, making those big saves when needed. Dorsey tries to find his way through. He's still alive though for the Adelaide Comets. Dorigo. This is his first touch on the ball.
Becker chasing this down. He's been quite lively.
Back Becker.
Keen to take on, use his pace.
Just looking for his opportunity to send
He's got
it
a ball
through.
in the box.
Balumba was there.
Balumba was there.
He flew in nicely. Full send to Janto. Chris Christopoulos. To Balumba.
Just a poor touch. Allowed Nico Iconopoulos to get his foot on the ball and was able to clear. He's been quite dangerous for Burks Balumba in this second half. Tricky little player, difficult to defend against.
Quick around the grounds once more time. Adelaide City, Adelaide United, still 1-0 after 37 minutes. Luis Lobo looking around to see what options he has. Chooses Dorsey out left. Dorsey, that's a card. It's whipped out off his feet. Matsumoto will get a yellow for that as well. His third yellow, sorry, of the season.
Set him up, Harvey. Set him up.
Ferris.
Dennis again just booking Matsumoto there, which was indeed a yellow card, stopping a promising play and just explaining himself there. He's done a good job in the middle of the field today.
Very good game as well. Finds his way back to Ethan Kakafiris. Kakafiris.
That is definitely a yellow card.
Definitely could not get away with that one. Claxton Thomas.
Rugby tackle.
But even the bench, look at Birkalla knew that exactly.
What was he doing there? He's just tackled him.
I just looked at the Birkalla bench and they're all just like shaking their head. They know it as well. But it's just so obvious. But it's just things that happen in these type of games. Gets heated. You just want to get frustrated with not being able to make the most of your opportunities. And now this could be the opportunity that Adelaide Comets could just take a hold of and try and pull back a goal. And be able to make the most of it. And it's Damian Luic, the former Beergrad player, his former coach, Adrian Deloya, in the stands at the moment watching on this game. Luic sends it in, bottom left, and gets it there. And it's final touch from Lobo that sends it out. He had a
Good
bit of
shot
time.
on target. Harper's with a good save, but Lobo was the first to react and got to the ball.
He had time there just to really think about it.
And he's blazed it over on his left peg from 5 yards out on the rebound. The best chance to Comets just then. Came from a set piece.
Here's Gento, heavy touch.
He's lost possession of the ball here.
It's not great. Dorsey's getting there. Harpers gets there first, so this game's starting to get a bit lively in these final 10 minutes at LJ Hawker Marlin Sports Park. Well, the city is where all the action happens in South Australia, and this is where all the action's happening today. Just on the outskirts, on West Terrace. Bit unorthodox to go out on a Sunday night down Hindley Street, but if you do win, get 3 points here tonight. I'm sure West Torrens Birkalla definitely want to head down there tonight.
Wouldn't be caught dead down there tonight, Johnny.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
I'll be rugged up at home.
I'm still
Stay out of this cold.
Since I hit 30, anything past 12 o'clock, I'm not out. Actually, no, I am, but I'm getting tired. Again, training has been called. This is not great for the Adelaide Comets. Potential third injury of this game.
Still Zacharias is down, and this is where the change at the end of the first half hurts them, because if they are forced to make another change here, that's it for substitutions.
Well,
they won't be able to make any more changes.
We've spoken about it earlier, how...
Actually, in fact, they can't make any more changes.
They've used all theirs.
They've used all theirs, haven't they?
I believe
because they brought Seb Good on, and then they had to take him off.
They've used 3. They've still got 1 more to go, I think. Or they used the 3... No, they've used their 3 opportunities.
So if Stell can't
They've used their 3 opportunities, that's right.
They'll have to play with 10 men if he's unable to continue.
4 subs, 3 opportunities, I believe it is. So
Con just there saying to his player, we've got no subs, we cannot continue.
This is not good. You don't want to do that. It's a hard decision to make in the moment. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
So it'll be a challenge here for Stell Zacharias, depending on what's wrong. He's limping off to the other side of the field at the moment, hobbling over to that side of the field because he's received treatment to go off. So it's either he plays on or Comets will be down to 10 men for the final 10 to 15 minutes of play here.
Well, it's a matter of thinking which one is the worst option. Do you want to risk a player getting injured more, or do you want to...
Well, that's right. And secondly, if you're Burks, they need to use this to their advantage. You'd start to target whatever side of the field he's on if he's unable to run.
It's a long time to play as well. It's 8 minutes plus any additional, which I would say would be at least 11 minutes of total action still to play out.
It doesn't look good, Johnny. Bolumba's in behind here.
It's Bolumba. Tries to find a way through. Falls back to him, though. And it's Dorigo who sends it out wide. Missed opportunity again. He had plenty of time to think about it.
Again, no composure. You know, Bolumba's done well there. Cut the ball back to Dorigo. He could have even had a touch. Just tried to hit it first time and blazed it over the bar. Zacharias not looking good at all. They've put him up forward and just readjusted the lineup. Min Song Park back to right back.
Just hobbling along.
He really can't run on that right foot.
Well, Lacorny marking him, but hasn't got much of a hard job to do. Bolumba with the head, with the touch, sorry. Welsh looks for it. Bolumba gets back in it. It's a fiery little boy running around. Becker looks up. Finds Dorigo.
He's in behind.
Becker again. Klassen Thomas composed to Dorigo. Dorigo wins the corner. Very well done. Zacharias can't even jump around and just trying to give him some instructions to try and help him through the pain, but...
Dimmy Pounder searching the bench for the magic spray. Don't think they've got any magic spray left. I don't think that's going to work at this stage, Dimmy. Ball in the box.
Sent in. Still alive, though, with a fist from Vaughan. It's gone out. Might have not got the ball as much as Welsh.
No, not Welsh, the other centre-back.
Sorry, no, it wasn't Welsh.
Jevic.
Just a thing on that magic spray. Does that keep you warm?
No.
Oh, I was going to say I might spray it on myself.
Zacharias just saying to the bench, I can't move. There's not much I can do. They're out of options here. Another set piece for Burks. Welsh at the far post to score.
Off the line.
That's
it.
in.
Didn't go over.
Yeah,
It
analyses.
The referee signals Welsh scores against his former side and gets the Birkalla up.
Chris Christopoulos. What have we said all day about delivery, Johnny? Everything's been overhit or in the wrong area, and now when it counts with 5 to 8 minutes left, Chris Christopoulos has whipped a great ball to the far post. Welsh goes in unmarked, gets his head on target, and Burks have taken the lead.
Wow. And there you have it, Birkalla.
We can
just
check
really
the replay.
Answers back after last week on Tuesday night.
The linesman was
3-0.
immediately signaling,
Signalling?
can't get it out, signaling that the ball had gone over the line. So we checked the replay.
Well, we got lucky. We got it on our phone.
Daniel Vaughan almost saved it. He made a great attempt at the far post to try and keep it out.
We're just watching it on our phone again, and it does hit the back of the net. You can see it. Well, not the back of the net, but
it looks like it's gone in. It's over the goal line. Anyway, first thing I looked at was the linesman, and he was running for the halfway line and signalling a goal. So I think he was very confident that the ball had crossed.
come off the head of Welsh.
And there's one of those 30% set pieces that changes the game. And this game is the type of game that has been quite a stalemate between these two teams. Not a lot of clear opportunities for them to score. And as we said, we thought it'll be a set piece or something that unlocks the tie, and that's what's happened. Alan Welsh scoring against his old club.
He would have loved that
He
as well.
scored so many goals at the far post with his head for Comets in his time. Even from Chris Christopoulos set pieces in 2020. I think he scored 4 or 5 goals from set pieces that Chris had taken, because Chris does have one of the best left pegs in the league. And has always been very good at delivering a ball on his left foot.
Man, a former Comets plays in Birkalla. I almost call them West Torrens Comets, Birkalla. Lobo. Straight to the wall.
Certainly a
Does the
few, but some of those also, Johnny, were actually ex-Burks players that ended up going to Comets. There's a breakaway here for Burks.
It's Klassen
Klassen's
Thomas.
in behind.
Just couldn't quite keep on his feet.
Oh, he's ended up... It was a great chance. Sort of a little bit of chaos happening now here at Ellis Park.
Lobo.
Lobo's been great.
Coming out
Inside
the
areas.
wedge. Gets taken out. We'll win the free kick.
It's getting heated.
Well, it's one of those... Well, there is a player down as well for on the other side of the pitch as well. It's a yellow card being handed out from Dennis. But there is a player down at the moment.
It's Andy Janto.
It's not great.
There's a little contact between him and the goalkeeper. Daniel Vaughan. Something happening at both ends of the field here at the moment.
Well, Dennis can't split himself in half. He's trying to count down on both sides. Andy Janto's trying to get, I think, assistance from his bench. Vaughan's just trying to get him up. Well, it's an interesting scenario down here at the moment. Just don't know which end. If we could give you 2 camera angles, it would probably be very handy at the moment. There's a lot happening on both sides. Oh, well, actually, we need 3
Oh,
cameras.
now
There's
there's
something
another.
happening on the bench as well.
Everyone's getting a yellow card today.
Con's going to get one as well for that. Just the exchange of words that's been going on down here at the moment. But
He was chasing the linesman because I think what Con thought was the player that was booked in the middle of the field. He believed it was his second yellow card, but it seems like it wasn't.
But it's been
Andy Janto is still getting treatment here. Dan Vaughan's not happy about it. That's what happens when you try and steal my drink bottle, is what Dan's saying.
I love the story arc of that drink bottle. It's been going well.
Provided endless entertainment in this freezing cold wind.
It's freezing. For those of you watching from home, you've got the best view in the house. It is absolutely cold down here. And we're not in the glorious box. We are in a scaffold, but we're here to bring you the extra coverage.
So we're doing it tough so you can enjoy the
Yes.
action.
Back at home. But do yourselves a favour. Come down here. It's beautiful down here. Just bring an extra jacket or 2. Actually, look at that landscape behind us. So, like, just looking at that towards the beach, all the greenery, the trees.
I'd love to see all the football fields. A couple of people out here enjoying a little 2v2 on the backfields.
They're not realising what kind of action's happening on the other side of this fence.
Missing out over here.
So Vaughan's having a chat with Dennis as we speak. He's hobbling off Andy Janto, so definitely wasn't
Something
hammering
happened.
it up. He definitely wasn't hammering it up at all. It's the natural injury that he was experiencing.
It looks like it's a change. They're going to sub.
So
The double change coming on here for
they're using their
Burke.
4 subs. So Harrison, Ashworth coming on along with Gushkov, another former Comets player as well. Gushkov, a couple of years ago, played for the LA Comets.
Yeah, young Boris. I remember giving his debut to him at Service FM. It's a young junior here, promising young player. Good to see him getting some first-team action.
It's Glasson Thomas coming off as well. He's had not a bad second half. A couple of opportunities for Birkalla.
Well, the set piece here, Lubo over it. He's been the one that's looked most likely for Comets today.
Luich
Mooch hits the
Straight-
wall. Christopoulos is cleared. Ball's going to go out for a corner if Jaden can shield it out, which he has.
Well, 2 minutes of additional time has passed, but looks like we may be getting at least, I reckon, 5 minutes minimum.
Whoa.
Maybe more.
How long will we stop then for?
We've had at least 3 or 4 injury substitutions as well. So I'd say at least.
That was a big break just then. Since
reckon-
the free kick was given outside the box.
I reckon we're looking at about 7 minutes, maybe. Actually, I'll take
Yeah,
that back. I reckon 7 minutes.
There will be some added time.
Sending deep.
And
Chandler
there's
couldn't
the
fly any
difference.
higher.
There's the difference. Great opportunity for Comets there. Corner attacking the club end of the field. You've got all that size in the box to try and attack the ball, and he's overhit the corner to the far post. It's just gone out for a goal kick. It's such a waste of an opportunity. Really got to work hard at delivering a good ball in those situations, because as we saw with the goal, that's all it can take is a good delivery. And Comets could be back in the game.
Well, snubbed down Andy Janto's injury as well. He's getting ice struck to his ankle, his right ankle, so it's nothing too serious. As we see on the other end now, Becca
He's
is
offside.
offside, unfortunate. In the end,
And he was.
He's way offside.
Burks are demonstrating here, but it was Balumba that was onside.
His yellow card again to Vaughan. It's quickly taken. Labasso trying to get ahead to it. Balumba. Luich just looking around, trying to find where that ball's ended. Luich looks up, goes for a shot! Oh! It looked like it was going in from an angle.
Thought that was going in. He hit it so well on his left foot.
And that would have been a game changer, that's for sure.
Harpers was at full stretch.
Wow, we've
I
definitely
thought
got that
was
game.
in. Mother Nature's trying to get involved. She's turned the fan up to high speed. It's on max now.
Someone's opened the cooler door or something and just...
Oh, it's freezing.
Is there penguins around here or something? Because it feels like it's that type of weather.
Can even see it with Harpers' goal kicks. He was easily clearing halfway during this game in the second half, and now he's struggling to make it to halfway. So the wind's another factor in Comets' favour. Any shots on target will have a little bit of extra zip with the wind assisting. Looking for a long throw here. Timu with the flick on. Crowded area. Burke's defending desperately here to try and hold on to their lead.
Dorsey sent into the box. There's a few heads around. Can anyone get on the end of it? It's quickly cleared. Vaughan is out. He's got to
watch
careful
his touch here. Becker's chasing.
Dorigo tries to get on the end of it. He does well. And now it's Welsh. Sees him off his line. Can he do something? Vaughan's off his line, but he's got options as well. Welsh goes to Balumba.
It's a good touch. One-on-one with Dimu.
Balumba.
Dimu stands tall.
This is getting interesting now. We talk about that heat. It's definitely heating up. Even though we don't
lost the
feel
ball
it.
again here.
Storigo gets on his right.
Centre back.
Chandler he took that.
Yeah, he's blocked that. Again, Dorigo keen to attack the goal there, but Becker was in a great position at a 2v1 against the centre-back. He could have just played him inside the box instead of shooting.
Well, it's 96 minutes.
Just where you want a little bit of composure.
Of play so far. This could be their second win of the year for the West Torres Birkalla. And this could be very important as well, helping them stay away from that bottom relegation spot as well. So live ladder stands, they are 11th on the ladder, still in that relegation, but equal points with Modbury Jets on 10 points and only 2 points away from being 7th.
And that's the final whistle right there.
West Torres Birkalla get their 3 points, move up to 11th. Raiders have now dropped to 12th place on the ladder and now only 2 points away from being in 7th place. That's how close this league is at the moment. And what a game of football it has been. Unfortunate injuries on both sides, but what a game of football in the end.
It got exciting in the end, definitely, Johnny. Comets, unfortunately, having to deal with quite a few injuries. An early one in the first half to one of probably their best players this year. Was unfortunate for them, but it took its toll because in the second half, Seb Good coming on and then having to be substitute off meant they'd used all their substitutions and literally had to play that last 10 minutes with 10 men. As he couldn't continue. Game that was a bit of a tussle. You could see two teams played each other on Tuesday night with Comets winning 3-0, and Burks have reversed that fixture and got the 3 points here. Well, quite a determined, dogged performance from them to not concede and make life hard for Comets. But definitely the second half, I would say that Burks were on top for most of that second half and had the better chances. Apart from a free kick that Lucic hit and Lobo followed up and put it over the bar when Harper spilled it. And Stel Zacharias early in the second half having a shot that Harper's tipped around, made it great. That was probably the save of the match, that one there. It always looked like a game that was going to be decided by either a mistake or a set piece, as both teams were struggling to really manufacture any sort of great chance from open play.
And there's a big smile on the face of the president.
Ayubi happy with the win.
And what a game of football it was. It was obviously a game that we didn't think was going to be too exciting at the start from what we saw in the opening 30, but then it's turned around and got that extra heat. I was there on Tuesday night and I really went there to watch it to get a bit of research for today's game, and when I saw that heat on the way it ended towards the end with the 3-0 win to Adelaide Comets, I knew this one's going to be tasty in some sense, and it did not disappoint towards the end. And what a 3 points, important 3 points as well.
Huge 3 points for Burks. Comets will be they'll be bitterly disappointed to not get a win at home and keep themselves in touch with the teams in the top 6 after a good start to the season. And it just shows you, certainly when you're in both competitions, playing NPL and in the Cup, that you need to have depth in your squad. And unfortunately for them, the season's catching up on them. A number of injuries today and a couple of players out as well. It really starts to test what the players in the squad, and then if you do have 4 or 5 injured and you're playing in both competitions, these players then are the ones doing the heavy shift and having to play on a Tuesday night and a Sunday, and then they're going to have to back up next week again.
Absolutely.
A tough game against Playford away.
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
it?
I think so. So I think it's away, but it's against Playford.
Which will be tough because they're in form and a good team. So without being able to refresh the squad, they're going to have to use these players who will be quite sore and tired from today's game. So and that's what can happen to teams. If you get some of those injuries, and you see some of the teams at the top, there's no coincidence that Metro, Playford, Adelaide City, all, I could bet, don't have many injuries.
Absolutely. Well, it's getting cold, and for some reason we're still out here. So let's get up there in a second. But before we do, how did you enjoy your first? Thanks for joining me. How did you enjoy your first commentary?
As promised, Johnny. I know you've asked for a while now, so
yes.
Happy to come along and join you for the game. It was good fun. Maybe we'll have to do it again.
Yes, I think we do. Maybe in a warmer place, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe at Raiders where it's indoors.
Definitely.
Anyway, thanks. We'll see you up there for a drink, I reckon.
Yep, definitely.
Yes. And that is it. We're getting yelled at now.
We'll go upstairs for a mythos.
Yes, let's do it. Anyway, have a great weekend. That is all from the RAA NPLSA for this weekend for round 10. Still that one game, Adelaide City taking on the Adelaide United youth team. And we can wrap things up down here. RAA, proud supporters of football in South Australia. We'll see you all next week.
What do you think of the game? Any good? Good? Thoughts?